returned. And my Freddy? This you found at the home? Oh, my poor child. Such fear. The writing says he went to safety before the bombs. This means he could live. Merci. These things I have found, you must take as reward.
Tries to attack, we'll be ready.
I know how to fix things.
If you're looking to make a difference, you've come to the right place. Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas. Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere. Brotherhood's always looking for good tech.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Not until these Brotherhood jerks listen to
They are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin. I am not. If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now. Did he? Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
I want it.
Ad Victoriam.
I am not known by my initiates for tolerating foolishness, outsider. Persist in that tone, and you will learn how much less I tolerate it from civilians. That is within the scope of Paladin Romani's directives. It takes more than just asking, of course. You would have to prove yourself. If you are sincere about wishing to join our ranks, you would have to earn the approval of the officers here, including me. Is that why you're here? Another hopeful dreaming of service to the Brotherhood?
This better be worth it.
If we accept you as an initiate, and that is far from certain, you would be pledging yourself to our order and our cause. Our order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse.
Then I'll show his raiders who's boss.
Wanting isn't enough. And not everyone who shows up looking to join our order is worthy of becoming an initiate. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, ask Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in help,
Fort Atlas is in good hands.
do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Some strange reading was from somewhere below.
This place is kind of a dump.
You better have something useful to say to me.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
Oh, can't even come to me himself?
I imagine.
What,
the
he needs to
Brotherhood
requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean.
Ooh, imagine
So,
smashing that power armor.
what's he got to say to me?
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful
The
man.
efficiency of
I really am.
to visitors here.
I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, oh, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
No meat approved. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined.
kind of life wrapped up in metal.
Hey,
Doesn't even have a name on it.
listen, thanks. I just needed someone to listen and take me seriously. I hope you can convince
I
them.
could do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
Never forget the heroes of Fort Defiance.
Look with the Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal?
California members show no signs of infectious disease from outside the territory.
Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot.
Make it quick if you would. My bones ain't getting any younger.
Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there. Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to...
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's this Knight fella sent you for? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra. I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair. Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Indications appear adequate, if rushed.
Something I can do for you?
Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers. The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Knight Shin want to know? I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
The people of Appalachia think a bomb is a plaything?
Thank you. Be well.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor. Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about them. Someone return their...
Did you wish to speak with me?
Do I need to call a seminar on this? We should spend less time mourning for Defiance and more time here, where Appalachia's future will be decided.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
Military-grade hardware, more common amongst the ones from California.
I should be getting back to work, so get at it if you're gonna. This place goes sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words.
California members show no signs of infectious disease from territory.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward.
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone.
No meat approved. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. And this ration request doesn't even have a name on it.
I don't know what a Gauss is, but if there's a gun that shoots those, I want it.
Another nuke. We arrived in Appalachia not a moment to... Have you finished the task I gave you? Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
Hope this lot's true to their word.
We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment. That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next?
Old world science solved a lot.
The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the Doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
Then, he can peddle his snake oil somewhere else. The wasteland is full of people claiming to be scientists or doctors. They are rarely either, and usually cause more harm than good. Next report.
This place goes sour and we're all in for it.
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. Give me your next report. No, we are not arms dealers.
We're gonna be invincible.
That aligns with my observation of her when she arrived. Your judgment may be better than I expected. That covers everyone. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
We'll make Atlas stronger than 14
Be vigilant, outsider.
We're here to protect. You'll learn that in time.
This is the armory. Scribe Valdez is downstairs at the workshop.
Watch your step, it's a mess up here. Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
But they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make
Oh,
mistakes.
a prospective initiate. The Knight Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Any questions before we start? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit. I wonder what stories are hiding in the mountains out here. We're really fixing this place up, don't you think?
Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up. This looks like what we need. This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. Here's one. It's a document. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? Oh, I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. That's a mature attitude to take. I really appreciate that. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood. I did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's follow it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Should be. Looks like we've got company. Glad that's over with. That does it for the inspection. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment? Not okay. Explosive decompression is not what we're looking for. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were... Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far. Nobody does, outside of a classroom. That's why I love to evaluate new prospects this way. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you earn my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started? I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do. I thought of one. Can you pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core? What's that? That doesn't sound good.
Attention. This is now a combat zone. Stopper on. Yes, remain in the area. Notice. Violence will not be tolerated.
We survived. Glad that's over with.
I calculate your chance of success to be
Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
Greetings, civilian. The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined. Keep fighting out there. The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Raiders causing trouble again.
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need? It takes more than hope to join the Brotherhood. Knight Shin has spoken in your favor, but you'd also need Scribe Valdez's approval for me to consider your candidacy. Carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks?
We should spend less time mourning for
With the recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. Attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out. We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply. Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild America. Take the old and forge it anew.
I can't wait to tell you about my latest patrol. He's gonna love it.
About running my own operation.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
To see if we can spare any supplies for the relief efforts. Might buy us goodwill with the locals.
Another nuke? We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
These people are still hurling nukes at each other. It's madness.
think you are barging in here? George?
Hold it, stranger. No funny moves.
The Brotherhood? Again?
Oh, man. Cool! Haha! I told you they'd be back, Colin.
Lower the gun, George. All right. Why don't you come over here and we'll try to do this like civilized folk. Now you need to be more careful just waltzing into people's homes. It's a good way to end up with more lead in you than's healthy. I'm Carol Putnam. This is my husband, George. Now, won't you tell us why you're barging in here, and maybe we can all be friendly when you're done. Those would be them military types in the heavy armor that came through here recently, right? I'm the one that told them about those attacks.
Those Brotherhood guys are so cool. Wait, are you recruiting? I want to sign up.
Their gear was pretty fascinating.
Settle down, boys. The adults is talking. So you want to know about them ghouls? Can't say for certain. We got a suspicion, though.
A lot of the sightings and attacks have been from folks traveling the highway to Flatwoods. They come out of the hills, northwest of the old creamery.
And the only thing out that way is what's left of the Orwell orchards. Could be the source of the things. You gonna wipe them out when you find them? Aren't you on a mission from the Brotherhood? You're doing it for them, not for us.
She's right, of course, but that doesn't mean we're not grateful for the risk you're taking. Now here, wherever you find ghouls, you're going to find radiation. Now, we can spare this.
Good to hear.
You'd be doing everybody in the area a favor. That's for sure.
Safe roads means safer traders. Good for everyone. The Brotherhood would definitely be making friends if you pull this off. Just try not to startle us if you drop by again. George has a hair trigger with that shotgun.
You gotta take me with you. I'm ready for this. I just know it. I'll be just like that Night Shin who was here before. Of course. Them showing up is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in, like, ever. I know I sound like a kid asking for a treat, but I mean it. I'll do whatever it takes. Can you really get me in? Oh, of course. I'm sure they'll listen to you. I'll be a big help. Just you wait. But are you sure you want to take me? I don't want to talk you out of anything, but I'm not your only choice. I mean, the best choice, obviously. But... Awesome! Yes! Yes! You are not gonna regret this, I promise. I will be the best recruit ever. I'll get my things and meet you at Orwell Orchards. Don't worry, you go on ahead. I will be there.
Gotta keep a lookout for raiders. Gotta keep a tab on raider whereabouts. How's it going today? Finally, a clear day. Maybe I can get something done now. Yeah, your work won't wait on the weather, that's for sure.
Horses and ferals don't get you. Rads will. I got here first. Oh, nice to finally see a friendly face. Ah, it gets lonely out here. It's great to have someone to talk to. How's it going today? That's what I like to hear. You have to find the positive with the current state of things. Well, I wish you luck on the rest of your day.
Four sightings in the past week? That's gotta be a record. following me, pal? I just need to get out on my own one of these days, you know? All I want to do is get out of this place, get my radio set up somewhere, and talk about the world. How it is now. You get me? You have? Well, I bet you didn't see stuff while just hanging out in town, did you? No, you went out there in the world. You did stuff. Look, I got this dream. It eats me up inside. I've been traveling with this crowd for a while, and well, I need to get away. You feel me? Well, don't get me wrong. I still want to stop by and hang out with them, see the sights, but I need quiet, calm. I need to hear the world. I got a radio. I know some people. Got a buddy here in Crater, a hunter pal out in Foundation. Know some people all over. I know people, man. Oh, jeez, dang it. I don't have that much. But, hey, tell you what, I know people who know things. I can tell you where to find valuables, find missing people, or maybe kill things. Those things have bounties sometimes. I can definitely find you at least something every day. Something worth your time. Is that okay? Please say yes. Yes! My life is really turning around. Everybody on the radio is gonna be so impressed! Jeez! Make some noise when you walk, will ya?
All right, you're here. Sorry for rushing in first, but I just couldn't wait. Whew, this basement is crazy, right? This has got to be the place. So, how... Not at all. I just figured ghouls are spooky and basements are spooky, so basements are where ghouls would be. Oh, is that not right? Do ghouls like attics? Right on! Yeah, let's go. I'm on your 6. That's what you say, right? Holy crap, wow. Okay, I'm alive. That was intense. Is it weird if I've never felt this alive? Yeah, I think I'm okay. I don't think I've got any permanent injuries. Well, now that it's over, I won't lie, I was pretty freaked out. I might still be freaked out. My heart's racing, and I think I've got the shakes. Is it before we do anything like that again? You got it, boss. I'm gonna make you proud, don't worry. You, Mom, and Dad. Maybe even Colin.